Good afternoon. I pray that your Tuesday was filled with spaces and places of joy, of peace, of happiness. That if you're living in the part of the country where it was sunshine and blue skies, that you were able to go outside and maybe take a walk and enjoy nature. And if it was raining a little bit, but it wasn't really cold, maybe you were able to do the same thing. This morning I posted the following. Everyone needs a person to whom you can actually tell the truth when they ask, "How are you?" Everyone needs a person who you can actually tell the truth when they say, "How are you?" As most of us know, when people say, "How are you?" they're expecting you to say, "Fine, great, blessed." Few people are actually ready if you were to say, "I'm not doing too good," or "Today's not a great day," or anything outside of the expected responses. But I need you to know that everybody needs somebody when they say, "How are you?" You can tell the truth. You can take off all the masks that you wear. You can let your guard down and tell them how you really are. And even if you're not initially able to do that, you need a person in your life who notices when something is off and you're okay, who notices when something's off and you're all right, and they push you a little further and say, "How are you really doing?" I have watched Grey's Anatomy for all the seasons it's been on the air. And back in the very beginning, when it was Christina and Meredith, and they would say that each other was their person. It was their go-to. It was the person who they shared their fears, they shared their joys, they shared their triumphs with, the one person who they allowed to see them. And that's one of the things that's really important. If you're seeking to have that person in your life that you can be honest with, you have to kind of make the first step. You have to kind of be willing to be honest. A lot of people I've met, particularly people I've seen in counseling, they come in and they're like, "Okay, pull whatever I need out of me." They expect the other person to do all the work. They expect the other person to make all the initiatives. They expect the other person to do the digging. But guess what? You have a part to play also. If you want someone to fully know you, you have to be willing to be known. People will only know you and respond to you based on what you have given them. If the only thing you present is as a well put together person who's always got his or her stuff together, that's how they're going to relate to you. If people only know you as a complete mess who's always crying and complaining all the time, always on a pity pot, that's how they'll know you. But if you present yourself as someone who's balanced, that some days are good, some days are great, and some days are not that good, and some days, just plainly spoken, just suck, then that's how people will respond to you. And it may not be everybody. Not everybody's able to be your person. And another thing I want to clear up is your person may not be your intimate partner. And you say, "Well, how is that? Shouldn't your intimate partner know everything about you?" There's a lot of variations that go into that. Sometimes our intimate partners are people who we love dearly, who we accept without any, just unequivocally, we accept them. But they may not, listening may not be their greatest trait. Knowing how to, for a lot of partners, they want to give advice. And so that may not necessarily make them the person. You know, sometimes the person who we are really honest with is someone who's able to just listen to us without trying to fix it, without trying to come up with a solution. Now, it would be wonderful if your partner, if your spouse, if your significant other is your person. That would be fabulous. But if they're not, just don't try to make them into something that they're not. Just appreciate whatever it is that they bring to the relationship that you two do connect with. And recognize that everything, I'm talking about from a woman's perspective, everything that you may share with your best girlfriend, your best sister friend, may not be something that you share with your male partner or even your female partner. We're all built differently. And I think that's one of the joys of life, that there is variety. But my wish to you, so not to make it extremely complicated, I don't care if the person's old, young, or whatever, but I hope, and my desire for you is that you have someone, or you have gotten to a place in your life that when someone says to you, how are you, that you will make the choice to be honest. And sometimes making the choice to be honest, sometimes we just got to say what's going on, even if we're not sure if the other person can manage it. Because sometimes it's not about if they can manage it, it's simply about I've got to get it out of me. I have to allow myself to be real with me. Again, perfect solution. Your person is someone you can be open and honest with, and they can be there with you. They can walk with you. They can listen to you. Perfect solution. So what I would say to you is, we always talk about taking baby steps. Practice today being honest. It helps you to kind of recognize how you're feeling, even more so than other people need to know. Be honest with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror in the morning and ask yourself, self, how am I doing? And then be honest. If it's not a good day, say that. If you feeling fabulous, even though you still got your bathrobe on, your hair's all over your head, then say, I am feeling fabulous. That it all begins with being authentic and transparent, not only with ourselves and then with others. Love you all, and we'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.